Hello and welcome back to the Wild Simplicity podcast. This is Anna and this is episode 66, I think. Probably. Today I wanted to talk about what if. The question of what if is it's so important and it's so expansive, and it can really bring us to a place of calmness and allowing ourselves to explore what can be for ourselves. So I want to invite you into that question today and to remind you of how amazing you are. And if anyone no one has told you today that you are amazing, you are incredible, you have all you need within you. There is nothing more you need. And to really remind yourself of that. And what I was thinking the other day was the need we have of people around us to be rooting for us, to be reminding us of our greatness and to really see us for who we are. And it's not very often. I mean, depending on what friends you have and if you are all aware of personal development and of how important it is to see each other, to really, really see each other rather than just chat about the day-to-day factual stuff or the news or what's going on in the world, but to really check in with that human part of ourselves and that soulful part of ourselves and to recognize it and to acknowledge it. And so I want to do that here for you today, to acknowledge you as the human you are and all the things you do and all the things you think about during the day and all the things you're holding and all the things you're carrying. And the soul part of you as well, who just knows what to do in this life, who just knows who you are, who just knows the next steps, and reminding you to tune into her, to really tap into what that soulful self is saying to you and where it's guiding you and leading you. And, you know, the reminding ourselves of how capable we are. Our mind tells us such nasty stories and such lies a lot of the time. So really, really remembering that there is a part of you underneath all the shite that you are carrying and that you're saying to yourself, it's not true. And I see the part of you beyond all that. I can see beyond the clutter of all that is blocking you from your greatness. And your greatness probably shines through quite a lot. And it's how can we allow it to shine out more? And yeah, this is a short reminder today. And if you're looking for some possibility and expansion and a different way of being in the world and consuming a different type of information and listening to something that is more expansive, next week I am doing a 5-day what if, a 5-day portal of possibility, I'm calling it, because what if for me is a portal of possibility. When I write, sometimes I write it, what if, I continuously write what if questions. And it started because I wrote a poem or a piece, I guess, in my morning pages a few months ago. And I might have done one last year as well, but certainly the one was very impactful at the beginning of this year. And I read it out in a workshop I ran towards the beginning of the year as well. And I also read part of it out, or the whole thing out actually, the other day on the masterclass I ran, the Decluttering and Simplifying Masterclass. And it brings us into a place of possibility, which is few and far between these days. I feel, we're seeing so much going on around us that is heavy and that is reminding us of how broken the world is and how broken everybody is and how everyone's just exhausted and how, what's the point? And I make a point of fueling myself and brainwashing myself with stuff that is reminding me of my greatness, reminding me of who I am, reminding me of my soulful self. And so that's what I want to do for other people as well, to spread more of that. We need more people spreading the joy, spreading the love, spreading the possibility. So if you would like to join in, it's every day for 5 days, Monday to Friday next week. I will be dropping in an audio drop with for 5 to 10 minutes, mostly of what if and expansion type questions and ponderings for you to contemplate and feel into, and for your soul to recognize that you're here for so much more than all this density. And there is there are ways we can refocus and allow ourselves to shine through and to help each other and to be the leaders in bringing through this new world, new earth, and reminding each other, reminding humans of why we're here and what we're made of and how magical we are and how powerful we are. So that is my intention for next week. If you'd like to join, you can do so I'll put the link in the show notes here, and the link is also in my Instagram bio. And I hope to see you there. And just keep filling yourself with your own words of wisdom. And because I hesitate to say filling yourself with things that are contrary to what we are mostly hearing out there in the mainstream. But because we don't want to fill ourselves up, we want to actually create space and spaciousness and silence and stillness. And in that silence and stillness, to make sure we are tending to ourselves, holding on to ourselves, and speaking to ourselves with such kindness and compassion. That comes from within us. We cultivate that within ourselves, and we have to learn how to do it. Most of us don't know how to do it, how to love ourselves. We haven't seen many reference points of what it is to see a woman deeply in love with herself and what that means then for the people and the world around her. It oozes out of her. The people around her become so filled up in themselves, and it's just ripples and ripples of magnetism and joy and kindness, like real kindness, and seeing other humans on this planet as other humans rather than the stories that we've been told. And that's what I want to spread. That's what I'm here to spread: the magic, the joy, the possibility, and the kindness amongst us as a human race, without all the barriers and the differentiation we put in place that causes conflict and causes us to judge and to criticize, etc., etc. So it's like, how can we see the commonalities in all of us instead of the differences, and be aware of the differences because they're important, but really we focus way too much on all that. And it's, how can I see your heart? How can you see my heart? How can I see your soul? You see my soul, and recognize each other as the souls that we are, and that we are here in this experience, this one wild and precious life, to experience all that there is to experience. So wishing you a wonderful day filled with joy and possibility and magic. Go out there and really recognize the magic, the tiniest bits of magic that are everywhere. They're literally sprinkled around you. So just notice them. And the more you notice them and the synchronicities, the more you will see. It's like once they get the recognition from us, that magic and the synchronicities, it expands exponentially. We just see it everywhere. And so don't forget, it is there. It is there in everything, in everyone, in every place. And it's a matter of what glasses you're putting on. What are you filtering out of the world around you and of yourself? So choose your filter and enjoy that filter and enjoy spreading love through that filter. So I will see you next time. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks for being here, and have a great day, and go spread some joy and kindness and magic. Lots of love.